Hi, Room 113. It's Mrs. Myers. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to read you 3 hens and a peacock. 1, 2, 3 hens and a peacock. And peacocks are birds with beautiful, beautiful feathers. Things were quiet on the Tuckers' farm. The cows chewed their curd. The hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, waiting and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop by with tomatoes or corn, or perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there until, let's look at the box. Oh, that peacock showed up. The cows and the hens and the old hound kept right on doing what they always had done. But that peacock had never lived on a farm. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and set to shrieking. Peacocks make a very loud noise. Eventually, the peacock wandered down the road. When cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped to look at the peacock. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the peacock, and they bought the tomatoes and the corn and the milk and the eggs. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. See the peacock? Beautiful. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. Uh-oh, I don't think this hen looks very happy. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy peacock gets all the attention and we do all the work. So the peacock just heard that from outside the window. The peacock had heard every word. For days he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Humph, clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound dog stretched and slowly raised his head. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? And see, everybody's thinking about what the dog had to say. So let's see what happened. The 3 hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan. Yes, a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The peacock looked up. Let's do it, he declared. Tomorrow I'll stay here, I'll sit on a nest, and I'll cluck. And we'll get all gussied up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. Oh my goodness me. And the next morning at sunrise, the hens went down the road. Look at, they've got all their jewels on and their bows. And the peacock marched right into the hen house and poked his head inside. The hens flocked by the road waiting for a car. They saw one car approaching and clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But the car, it just whizzed right on by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze into the tiny henhouse door. His front half was in, his back half was out. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watched and listened. "What's that peacock doing in the henhouse?" asked Farmer Tucker. "Who knows?" said Mrs. Tucker. "And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not one of them is up here laying eggs." "Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today," said Farmer Tucker. "We need that peacock down there stopping cars." When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you ever saw on a bird's beak. See him smiling? "I am helping," he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the cramped hen house. And then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. Oh, what a day! I couldn't get one car to stop. It's true. Not even one of them slowed down. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. "I can tell you I'm no good at laying eggs," said the peacock. "I'm just not meant for it." And then one hen, she nodded. "I put on my stellar strut and I couldn't even stop a single car," said the hen. "I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks." The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens made it back to the hen house. The peacock strutted down the road. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening, and things were quiet again on Tucker's farm. So I guess everyone has a job to do, and some of us are better at some jobs than others. Our job is to be a super friend. Our job is to use nice, soft hands, gentle feet, listening ears, watching eyes, gentle words. And I know you can. And Mrs. Myers, Mrs. Harrington, and Mrs. Gleason, we want to say have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful time with your mommy and your daddy and your brothers and sisters and anyone else who might be in your house. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.